March of Machines Aftermath is kind of thought as similar to like an epilogue of a story. Like you read a whole novel, and at the very, very end, you got this little extra bit, kind of like another chapter or two to kind of see how does everything finish up? What's going on with the storyline? How are the characters? What's up next? That's the idea behind Aftermath. There was a four-part story around Elish Norn and Phyrexia and all of this that just concluded with March of the Machines. And we now have Aftermath to say, now that all these planeswalkers have essentially lost their value and their ability to do anything, and there's all these different casualties that happened from the war, what's next? So let's see if these packs can give us any idea. Notice these are only 5-card packs. Another piece that is relevant is that through the battle, there have been essentially like portholes dug through each of the main physical planes that magic occurs within. So the fabric of how the multiverse is thought of is very much set up to just massively change. And this kind of opens the door for Magic the Gathering to do kind of whatever they want next. And it almost feels like a complete restart of the storyline. So we're going to see if these boosters, now, just as a side note, they are only 5-card packs, and the whole set has only 50 cards. In addition, there are no commons. All right, so let's see here. Filter out. The glistening oil had been rendered inert, but planes wouldn't begin to truly heal until every last drop was purged. So this oil they talk about, this is kind of like a black oil is what it's oftentimes referred to. In All Will Be One, or maybe it was March of Machines, I can't remember which set. One of them had introduced oil counters, and the idea was that the oil would be spread throughout all the multiverse. All right. Then we have Reckless Handling. The relic shattered, and something in Nahari broke as well. Sounds like something significant happened there. Probably want to see who Nahari is and that particular character's relevance. Nashi's Moon Legacy. The story circle continues. Well, that works well. All right. A lot of cool things this particular card does. Leyline Immersion. When Nessa tapped into Zafari's ley lines, she was shocked to feel not a piece of Dominaria, but a plane all its own. So that's interesting. Very nice looking card there. So yeah, this is kind of the experience throughout this particular story, is that, we may have destroyed old planes, but when old planes are destroyed, new planes may be made. Blot out. This looks like a nice alternate art. No story text here, but this one very much just gets rid of things, hence the name. And then we got a token. All right, so good thing we got a couple of packs to open here. I'm actually fairly impressed. That does have a storyline a bit better than some of the other bigger packs that we've opened in the past. I have a bit of a better idea that there was some kind of a decent war going on. The black oil was, something that had a significant impact on a lot of stuff, and we see that it's not impactful anymore. We now have Goldforge Thoptrex, Dinosaur Thopter. Worlds apart, Hubali built a device Shelley would have been proud of. So these two characters, Haltali and Shelley. All right. So it appears that Haltali is some kind of maybe a student of Shelley. I'm saying them kind of different ways. Hopefully one of them's right there. All right. So this is the normal art of Blot Out, and this one gives us the flavor text. After the invasion, Many wanted to leave a life of violence, but once you're a reckoner, you die a reckoner. All right. The Kenritz's royal funeral. All right, so this is clearly a relevant figures of the realm before the war and during the aftermath. We're able to give them a funeral. Previous card. All right, this one has no information to us. All right, let's see if another pack can give us anything more. So we're going to end up with 5 packs from Aftermath. So same blot out again. Undercity upheaval. Light shone on parts of the Undercity for the first time in centuries. That sounds pretty cool. Urbog Scavengers has no real information for us as to how that fits in the storyline, but the title does tell us that maybe they're just, scavenger creatures that are going to go around, pick up any junk they can find. Feast of the Vicious Dead. To honor them, to hear them tell it, they charged barehanded into New Phyrexia and beat up Elish Norn all by themselves. Well, yeah, I'm sure they have plenty of tales. Markov Baron, I know that's one of the main names to pay attention to. And we have a night token there. All right. We have our last pack already. 5 cards apiece. Did we have 1, 2, 3? Oh, it looks like I only had 4 packs. So this is 20 cards. So far, we've had the same number of cards as if we got like a normal play booster. But we have, again, Blot Out. Same Dinosaur Thopter from before. Metropolis Reformer. With their ancient enemy vanquished, the angels of New Capenna turn their eye to the former captor demons. Okay, so it looks like they took care of a current threat to go work on the age-old battle, angels versus demons. All right, and I don't see anything more for us to learn here. The first pack did have a bit more explanation as to what's going on. So hopefully you got some idea what was going on. It did, we noticed some kind of a war going on as the oil was kind of seeped into everything. We have a couple of relevant players throughout the world of Magic the Gathering kind of becoming relevant, and we had a funeral to be aware of, letting us all know that those particular individuals are no longer going to be part of the story unless something significant changes, so we'll see. But yeah, so hopefully that gives some good idea as to what all has happened through Aftermath. For having only 50 cards in the set and opening just essentially the equivalent of a little more than 1 pack of normal Magic cards, I was pretty impressed that we did actually get a decent lore out of this.